Horoscope for Libra, Wednesday, 4 February 2026. Welcome to Cosmologicaleb. Today, Libra, the sky trains like a tense rope between what you want and what you need to let go. The energy is not only intense, it is a mixture of fire and water. Mercury and Venus in square with Uranus push you to re-examine established beliefs, while the Sun and Mars in conjunction ignite a fire of ambition that cannot be extinguished with a sigh. But not all is tension. The Moon in sextile with Jupiter and Saturn in harmony with Uranus offer you a bridge between the urgent and the necessary. Imagine you're on top of a mountain, holding a map that blurs with every gust of wind. Your task is not to run, but to learn to walk without letting go of the map, even if its edges become blurry. In the office, energy is a whirlwind of opportunity. Jupiter in the 10th house, your professional sector, is like a lighthouse that illuminates a project that you thought stagnated. You could get an unexpected proposition, maybe from a client that you didn't have news months ago, or a recognition for a job you thought you forgot. Saturn in house 6, however, will remind you that success requires structure. Imagine that you are in an environment where chaos and discipline dance a counter-danza. An urgent mail that requires immediate attention, a late meeting, and a list of tasks that grows like an iceberg. Here, Saturn acts as the anchor. It is not a matter of stopping, but of organizing disorder. Today, you may have to prioritize 3 key tasks and delegate the remaining tasks, something Mars, also in 5, your creative area, will incite you to do with passion. In finance, there is dual energy. The Sun in square with Uranus makes you doubt. Invest in something new or keep your feet on the ground. But Venus in 5, in conflict with Uranus, adds a touch of recklessness. You can be tempted to buy a luxurious item by impulse or increase a debt for a great plan that Uranus promises. Here, Jupiter in 10 acts like a beacon. An unexpected customer could pay you a project, or a savings that you thought lost will rise again. The advice is to balance. If you feel the urge for an expense, imagine that you are playing chess. Each move must anticipate 3 subsequent moves. Saturn in 6 will remind you that discipline in finance is like a sowing. Today you sow, but you gather in weeks. Your body is a house with an open door. Mars in conjunction with Pluto in 5 gives you a high-powered engine. You might feel energetic enough to clean 3 rooms in one afternoon or complete an exercise routine you thought impossible. However, the Sun and Mars in conjunction can also bring an excess of energy that subjects you to fatigue. Think of the feeling of being on a moving train. If you don't hold onto the handle, the vertigo will knock you down. The Moon in the 12th house, your inner world, asks you to reserve space for introspection. Today, after 4 p.m., you may feel the need to close your computer and not look at your mobile phone for an hour. In routines, Saturn in 6 will push you to set schedules. You may find today that bedding 30 minutes earlier helps your mind stop spinning, or that drinking herbal tea at breakfast improves your digestion. But Uranus in square with Venus can bring a distraction. That message from a friend that makes you laugh, but it takes you away from your daily plan. The key is to allow flexibility without losing track. If your goal was to cook something healthy, but you get home and you don't feel like it, replace it with a quinoa and vegetable sandwich. Small adaptations that maintain the structure. Today, love is not a vase of glass, but an eruption volcano. Venus in 5, in square with Uranus, and Mars in 5, in conjunction with Pluto, combine passion with instability. You may feel such an intense attraction that it makes you question previous relationships, or that in romance that seemed calm becomes a whirlwind of emotions. The Moon on house 7, where you reside in your relationships, makes you sensitive to changes. You can give this situation where a couple conversation takes an unexpected turn. Perhaps a disagreement about shared finances or a desire to travel that one wants to do alone and the other in a group. Here, Uranus in house 8, transformations and shared resources, acts as the messenger of a revolution. It is not about conflicts, but about evolutions. If you have a partner, there could be a debate today about how they distribute household chores, but more than a fight, it's an opportunity to redefine roles. If you are single, a connection could come from an unexpected place. A message from an ex that surprises you with a compliment or a new contact in a volunteer group. The mind is a blank canvas today. Mercury in conjunction with Venus in 5 suggests that creativity flows, but with a brushstroke of Uranus, the process is unstable. You may feel like writing a story, but every word you write the eraser, or your inspiration comes in waves of 5 minutes. Here, Jupiter in 10 acts as the mentor who tells you, no perfection is necessary, it is necessary to begin. Imagine that you're in the shower, and an idea shines so clearly that you run out to aim it before it escapes. This is the time to allow intuition to guide action. On the spiritual ground, the moon in the 12th house, your hidden world, invites you to explore what you live in silence. You may dream today of a symbolic figure, like an animal that doesn't speak, but takes you to a place where you feel peace. Or that, in meditating, you feel a sense of connection to something bigger, like a tree whose roots embrace you without speaking. The lesson is simple. Sometimes true transformation is not an action, but an observation. To transmute the tensions of the day, take a jar of rice water and place it on a tray. Add 3 rose petals and 3 drops of lavender essential oil. As you mix, visualize that each petal represents a weight you carry in your heart. Leave the mixture under the moonlight, and the next day, empty it in a river or on the earth. This ritual is not just to release emotions, but to transform instability into an energy that pushes you forward. The rose pie is your talisman today. Use a t-shirt with details in that soft tone, or place a glass of water and a hint of ginger on the countertop. The rose, associated with Venus, attracts emotional fluidity and the flow of shared resources. It is like a constant reminder that, even though the path has curves, what feels in the heart always finds its way. Today, Libra, you will find a balance between what the present demands and what your interior desires. Though heaven asks you to face challenges, it also gives you the tools to do it gracefully. Trust that every step, though insecure, brings you closer to a clearer version of yourself. Have a nice day, dear Libra. Subscribe to Cosmological Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.